as a shark through quiet waters, and learning becomes a gentle tide carrying you toward rest. As you settle into a comfortable position, allow your breathing to slow, your shoulders to soften, and your thoughts to loosen their grip. Imagine yourself floating just beneath the ocean's surface at night, where moonlight filters down in silver ribbons and the water feels calm, endless, and safe. In this peaceful place, sharks are not creatures of fear, but ancient guardians of balance, moving with effortless grace through a world that has existed far longer than human memory. Sharks have been swimming through Earth's oceans for over 400 million years, long before trees covered the land, long before dinosaurs ever walked the earth. And that immense span of time has shaped them into masters of quiet efficiency. As you drift deeper, you may notice how a shark's movement appears almost dreamlike, never rushed, never tense, simply flowing forward with gentle sweeps of the tail, conserving energy in a way that feels almost meditative. Unlike the frantic motions of many fish, sharks glide, using the natural buoyancy of water and the lift created by their fins, reminding us that sometimes the most powerful way to move is to stop struggling and simply allow yourself to flow. Their skin, covered in tiny tooth-like scales called dermal denticles, reduces drag and turbulence, making their movement smoother and quieter, a design so effective that engineers study it to create calmer, more efficient machines. Imagine running your hand along that surface in slow motion, feeling the subtle texture that guides water away, easing motion rather than resisting it. Sharks do not sleep in the way humans do, but many enter restful states, slowing their movement and drifting with ocean currents, a gentle reminder that rest does not always mean stopping completely, but finding a rhythm that allows the body to recover. Some species rest on the ocean floor, while others continue to glide slowly, water passing over their gills like a steady, soothing breath. As you breathe in and out, imagine that same calm exchange, oxygen flowing effortlessly, no effort required. Sharks sense their world in ways that feel almost magical, yet deeply subtle. They can detect tiny electrical signals produced by the muscles of other animals, using special organs called ampullae of Lorenzini, which allow them to perceive life hidden beneath sand or in darkness. This sense is not sharp or overwhelming, but delicate and precise, like feeling the faint hum of energy in the air. In the quiet ocean, these signals form a soft map, guiding sharks without haste, without confusion. Their sense of smell is equally gentle, yet powerful, capable of detecting minute traces carried by slow-moving currents, not as a sudden shock, but as a gradual awareness, a whisper of information arriving over time. Hearing, too, plays a role, with sharks tuned to low-frequency vibrations, the deep, steady sounds of the ocean itself. Imagine listening not for sudden noises, but for slow, rhythmic pulses, like distant waves or a calm heartbeat. Sharks grow slowly, and many species take years, even decades, to reach maturity, a pace that feels almost comforting in a world that often demands speed. Some sharks live for over 70 years, and scientists believe certain deep-sea species may live even longer, quietly moving through the dark, cold waters, far removed from surface chaos. Their lives unfold gradually, shaped by seasons, currents, and subtle changes in temperature, rather than clocks or schedules. There is something deeply relaxing about knowing that such powerful creatures are in no hurry at all. As apex predators, sharks play a crucial role in maintaining balance within marine ecosystems, but they do so without aggression or excess. By influencing the movement and behavior of other animals, they help keep coral reefs healthy, seagrass beds thriving, and fish populations stable. This balance is not loud or dramatic. It is a quiet, ongoing harmony, like a long, slow song sung by the ocean itself. When sharks swim through coral reefs, they do not disturb the structure. Instead, their presence subtly shapes the flow of life around them, encouraging diversity and resilience. Even their reproduction reflects patience and care, with many species producing only a few offspring after long gestation periods, investing energy into survival rather than numbers. Some sharks give birth to live young, while others lay egg cases often called mermaids' purses, which drift gently until they anchor themselves to the seabed, where life develops slowly, safely enclosed. Picture one of these egg cases swaying softly with the current, time stretching peacefully as a new shark forms within. Sharks are often portrayed as relentless, but in reality, many species spend long periods conserving energy, cruising slowly, or resting in sheltered areas. They rarely attack humans, and most interactions are brief and exploratory rather than aggressive. In the vastness of the ocean, sharks are simply living their quiet lives, following ancient instincts shaped by millions of years of evolution. Their brains are well developed for sensory processing and movement, allowing them to navigate complex environments without stress or confusion. They do not overthink. They respond, adapt, and continue on. A lesson in simplicity that feels especially soothing as your thoughts begin to slow. As you imagine yourself drifting alongside a shark in open water, notice the absence of urgency, the lack of sharp edges in this world. Light fades gradually as depth increases. Colors soften into blues and silvers, and sound becomes muted, replaced by a gentle, enveloping silence. The ocean here is not empty. It is full of quiet life, moving at its own pace. Sharks, with their calm authority, belong perfectly to this environment, neither dominating nor disrupting, simply existing as part of a vast, interconnected system. As your breathing becomes deeper and more regular, you may find your mind letting go of surface worries, guided instead by this slow, steady rhythm. In moments like this, learning becomes rest, and curiosity becomes comfort. If you find peace in these gentle explorations, consider subscribing to Well Sleepy, where every story is designed to help you unwind. Learn softly, and drift into deeper rest through the calming wonders of nature, science, and the universe. For now, remain here, suspended in quiet water, as the ancient presence of sharks continues to glide through your imagination, steady, timeless, and calm, carrying you gently towards sleep. As we continue drifting through the calm, open ocean, allow your awareness to sink even deeper, as though the water itself is gently cradling you. Here, far from shore and far from noise, the world slows to a pace that feels almost timeless. Sharks inhabit this space with a quiet confidence, their presence woven into the ocean's rhythm like a steady, unbroken breath. Many sharks travel vast distances across the seas, migrating thousands of kilometers not in frantic bursts, but in long, patient journeys guided by temperature, magnetic fields, and the subtle memory of ancient roots etched into their biology. Scientists have discovered that sharks can sense Earth's magnetic field, using it as a natural compass, allowing them to navigate enormous underwater landscapes without maps, markers, or haste. Imagine moving through life with that same calm sense of direction, trusting gentle inner signals rather than constant external noise. In the deep blue, time seems to stretch, days and nights blending into a continuous flow, and sharks adapt effortlessly, conserving energy, moving only as much as needed. Their livers, rich in oils, help them maintain buoyancy, reducing the effort required to stay afloat. A quiet reminder that nature often builds rest directly into survival. Even the way sharks feed reflects balance rather than excess. Many species eat infrequently, sometimes going days or weeks between meals, their bodies designed to make the most of each moment of nourishment. There is no rush, no urgency, only a calm response to opportunity. Some sharks filter feed, gliding slowly with mouths open to collect tiny plankton, the largest fish on Earth sustained by some of the smallest forms of life. A humbling and deeply soothing thought. The whale shark, with its enormous size and gentle nature, moves through warm waters like a living island. Its slow tail beats creating a rhythm that feels almost hypnotic. Nearby, basking sharks cruise quietly near the surface, mouths wide, letting the ocean provide what they need without struggle. Deeper still, in cooler, darker waters, lantern sharks glow faintly with bioluminescence, tiny points of soft light in the vast darkness, like stars scattered across the night sea. These gentle lights are not for spectacle, but for subtle communication and camouflage, a quiet language spoken in calm pulses rather than bright flashes. Sharks experience the ocean not as a chaotic place, but as a layered, structured environment, where temperature, pressure, and light shift gradually, creating zones of comfort and familiarity. Their bodies are exquisitely tuned to these changes, allowing them to move between depths with ease, adjusting slowly, naturally. Even their hearts beat at a measured pace, optimized for endurance rather than speed, supporting long periods of smooth, steady motion. When sharks encounter obstacles or challenges, they rarely panic. Instead, they circle, observe, and adjust, responding with patience rather than force. This behavior reflects an ancient wisdom shaped by millions of years of survival, a lesson in calm adaptation rather than constant reaction. Sharks do not waste energy on unnecessary conflict. Most displays between individuals are brief and ritualized, designed to